What's up YouTube, this is MrKingLiam, and today I'm finally bringing to you a brand new deck profile on this channel. It's the first of 2017. It's been a little bit delayed, I have to admit, mainly because at the time of filming this video, which is on the Tuesday, there is still currently no ban list. So basically had to do some thinking, go for a deck profile that probably would be as affected as minimal as possible. And I remembered that during the winter I was actually doing some testing on the Cyber Angel deck profile. Personally, I don't think this really will be hit, maybe one or two cards, but overall I think the majority of the deck will remain unhit. So anyway, let's go through the deck profile. So I'm using a Staff Seraph engine in the deck, so as we can see we have 3 of Staff Seraph Spectre. Basically, this is a searcher for Staff Seraph Sovereignty. Basically, what you use this in combo. So you, I'm just checking if this one can be special summoned. No, sorry, I don't think that one can. So basically, what you do is summon that, and then you can special summon that. Go for a quick rank 4 exceed, and that's also a searcher if needed for quick plays later on. Next up, we have Monju with the 10,000 hands. Doesn't really need much explaining in the ritual deck profile. When it's normal flip summoned, you can add 1 ritual monster card or 1 ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. It's pretty much a staple in every ritual deck. Running 2 Honest. I don't know why, but I have a feeling Konami may put Honest down to 1. So just bear in mind that might be one card that might get hit. As I said before, 3 Staff Seraph Sovereignty. Then we've got 3 Cyber Petite Angel. Basically, what this does is, if this card is summoned, you can add 1 Cyber Angel monster or Machine Angel Ritual from your deck to your hand. But you can only use the effect of Petite Angel once per turn. So basically, this is the searcher for the Cyber Angels. And you may notice, actually, I don't have that many monsters. And I'll get to that in a minute. So now we get to the rituals itself. I'm running 2 Cyber Angel Varesh. This one was in Invasion Vengeance, I believe. I don't use this one too often. I've only used it a couple times, but it definitely is a powerful ritual to have. So that's why I'm running 2 of them. I'm running 3 Herald of Perfection. This is definitely one of the key cards in the deck, but I'll get to what you can do with that in a minute. I'm running 2 Benta, so Benten. So basically, when this is ritual summoned, you can just, if this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the defense of the monster in the graveyard. Also, if this card is tributed, you can add 1 light fairy type monster from your deck to your hand, so it's got a little bit of an added searchability. But now this is the new card. This is Cyber Angel, and I'm going to try my best with the pronunciation. Nashateya, I think that's how you pronounce it. So basically, this is the new card coming out in, I think it's 2 weeks, in Raging Tempest. And this is, in my opinion, what makes this deck quite good in the future. Because basically, what you can do with this is you can combo it with Herald of Perfection. So basically, this effect is, once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. I'll say that again. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster you control, gain life points equal to half its attack. So, if you had Herald of Perfection, that's 900 life points each turn. Also, when a ritual card you control is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack. So, obviously, right there, you have a life point gain, and you have a negation. You can banish 1 other Cyber Angel monster from the graveyard, then target 1 monster your opponent controls, special summon this card, and if you do, take control of that target. So that's a quite handy effect. But the reason this is a really good combo with Herald of Perfection in particular is because of Herald of Perfection's effect. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can send 1 fairy type monster from your hand to the graveyard, and obviously all the monsters I have are fairies. So then, when you do that, you can negate the activation and destroy the card. So as you can see, that's quite a good lockdown engine. If you've got Nashateli negating attacks and gaining life points, and Held of Perfection negating effects on the field. So if you have that combo out, it's a really effective lock. I remember using this deck, and I managed to definitely get some good offense, so good defense in with this deck using the lockdown combo. So anyway, now for the spells, we have free pre-preparation of rites. You use this to mainly get Herald of Perfection, the spell card, and the ritual. Upstart Goblin. This may go to 2, or maybe. Well, I have a feeling you'll more likely go to 2 than be banned, but I don't know. No Konami, that might get changed. 2 terraforming. 3 Dawn of the Herald, obviously for Herald of Perfection. 3 Machine Angel Ritual. This is the main ritual card for the Cyber Angels. So basically, you can use this to ritual summon any Cyber Angel ritual monster. You must also tribute from your hand or field those total level equal or exceeding the level of the ritual monster you summon. If a light monster you controlled will be destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can banish this card instead. So it's got a little bit of a negation, so even if you don't have Nashateli, you can use this as a negation to defend one of your Cyber Angels, which definitely is quite handy. I'm running 2 Twin Twisters. Don't know if that'll get hit or not, but it might, because that's pretty much a staple, and it definitely helps a lot of decks. And the final card is the field spell, Free Ritual Sanctuary. This card is definitely a card you need to play in Cyber Angels, because basically what this card is, you can discard 1 spell card, and then you can add 1 light, ritual monster, or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. And then, you can shuffle any number of spell cards from your graveyard into the deck, so it's a recycle. Then target 1 light fairy type monster in your graveyard whose equals level the number of cards you shuffled into the deck and special summon it. So basically, if you say had 5 spell cards, you could get back Nashateli to the field quite quickly, and even some of the level 4s as well. So definitely a very good card, and it makes sense for terraforming. So there's the main deck. You may notice I'm not using trap cards. To be honest, with this deck profile, you kind of don't need it, because Machine Angel Ritual is a defensive card to protect your Cyber Angels while this is in the graveyard. You can recycle spell cards to bring a Cyber Angel back from the graveyard, and obviously there's the Held of Perfection Nasatali lock. Now for the extra deck, obviously since we're running Held of Perfection, we've got a couple of level 6s along with Ben 10. So we've got 1 number 39 Utopia Beyond. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Then we have a Constella M7. Then we have number 72, number 24, and those are the rank 6s. For rank 4s, we have Evil Swarm Ouroboros. Isn't actually too hard to bring this out, along with Violent Sigma. Then we have Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, one of my favourite Exceeds to use these days. Photon Purple Operative, number 101, Castell, Sky Liege Paladynamo, and finally we have Abyss Dweller. So there is the Cyber Angel deck profile for, I guess, January 2017. Obviously, bear in mind, 1 or 2 of these cards could be changed. I think the main ones to be hit is maybe Twin Twisters, Honest, or Upstart Goblin. Apart from that, I can't really see too many things being hit. There was a couple of options you could also put into the deck. I don't know. You know, pronunciations for others. So this was another ritual I was thinking about, but I decided to go with the level 6 version, because I'd done some tests and I found it pretty useful. Also, there is another machine ritual, but personally I think this one's better, because I think it's easier to bring out the rituals, and also it's definitely a handy defensive card as well. So anyway, there was my Cyber Angel deck profile. Just remember, all these cards are out right now. The only one that isn't out right now is Cyber Angel Nashatele, which is released in 2 weeks from Raging Tempest. I have a feeling actually that this will probably be, I can't remember the rarity, but this might be a card to look out for if anyone's buying packs and you get that card. So yeah, that was my Cyber Angel deck profile. If you like this deck profile, then please make sure to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel to know when my newest content is coming out. And also, make sure to check out my other deck profiles on this channel as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for now, this is MrKingLiam signing out.